Alrighty, everybody. What's going on, everyone? Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Hope everyone has a really good day today. All kinds of presents and good times and stuff like that. But welcome back, y'all. We are going to be doing a bit of a weather update here because I told you guys the other day we were going to do a stream on Christmas. I'll probably end up doing another one this evening. Because we actually have a bit of a threat going on here for some winter weather and stuff here. What's up, D? Good to see you. Say Merry Christmas from Southern California. Merry Christmas from Florida, my friend. Hope you're doing well. You guys are actually getting hit pretty good from what it looks like. Yeah, California is getting quite a bit of nasty activity out here. We even actually have a threat for some severe weather today. For California, up across a lot of like Los Angeles, going up the coast, through San Francisco, Sacramento. I mean, pretty much the entire, good 90% of the California coast actually has a level 1 severe threat today, which is interesting. And they even included a tornado threat, so we'll have to look out there for that. 5% wind threat, no hail, so just a little bit of a gusty wind, a little bit of a tornado threat, but anyways, we'll probably be talking about more of that here in a little bit. Let's see here. We've had lots of rain. Yeah, I bet you guys have. There's just tons and tons of moisture rolling into those areas here. I mean, the upper levels here, we have a lot of winter storm warnings in effect, which is crazy. Let's see here. Wait. What? Accumulations up to a foot between 4,500 to 5,500 feet. 4 to 8 feet with locally higher amounts above 5,500 feet. Whoa, dude. That is ridiculous. Look at that. 4 to 8 foot of snow. That's crazy. That is just ridiculous. What's up, Roach? Good to see ya. Say a Merry Christmas to you as well. I had a question about Friday's storm system because the temperature has been above and below freezing. It went from being freezing rain to sleet and back forth. Yeah, it's there's a lot of disagreement going on here. The models you can see here. Here's NAM, for example. So this is really going to be kicking off here pretty much starting tomorrow up across like Michigan to start here. Let's hop up to the Great Lakes area here real quickly. So yeah, it's really going to start here for pretty much tomorrow. It'll be driving some ice, some sleet and stuff for like Minnesota, Wisconsin, then rolling into Michigan here, and then ultimately rolling up towards the northeast here, with some more snow and stuff like that. So, the models are kind of iffy, but there certainly could be quite a bit of like freezing rain accumulations and just overall ice totals. Does seem to be pretty big here. Some areas, according to NAM here, could be well over a quarter of an inch. GFS here, GFS being, it's lower res model, but does still show a significant amount of ice here overall. So we'll definitely need to look out for that. Let's see, back up to the Great Lakes here. Yeah, definitely could see quite a bit up there by like Michigan and stuff too with this system. I don't think Euro. Yeah, this page doesn't show Euro ice accumulations. But anyways, yeah, so we'll just have to see what happens with it. There's a lot of disagreement here still. Let's actually look at the totals here. We'll pull up the total snow accumulation for the region here, which GFS shows a pretty significant amount, possibly out there by like New York City, like northern New Jersey and whatnot. Euro here also showing quite a significant amount out there. We're talking well over like 6 inches possibly. Yeah, Euro actually wants more for like New York State as well. What's up, Tabletop? Good to see ya. See, it's been forever since I've seen you. Yeah, I have a lot of renovations going on over here. It's just I haven't been able to stream a whole lot. But it's good to see you, man. No, there's no risk for any severe weather other than California for the next 3 days. So, today we do have that marginal risk here for California. Like we mentioned, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Sacramento. We do have actually a level 1 severe threat today with a 2% tornado risk. It's kind of a funky looking 2%, but it's there definitely. But yeah, tomorrow just a thunderstorm threat as of now. And then day 3, just a thunderstorm threat towards the Midwest. But yeah, nothing big really, especially out that way. Savannah says, Merry Christmas. You as well, Savannah. I really appreciate you joining. But yeah, Happy Christmas, or Happy Christmas. Do people actually say Happy Christmas? I always said Merry Christmas, but Merry Christmas to you guys. But yeah, anyways, let's hop back to models here. So let me actually pull up HRRR. I don't know if it renders that far quite yet. Holy cow. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, so HRRR, we'll do total snow accumulations here. Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah, HRRR really wants quite a good amount of snowfall out here. It's like northern New Jersey could be pushing possibly 10 inches according to HRRR here. That's also for like New York City. New York City out here. Good 10 inches or so could certainly be possible according to this model. Let's see, Rap's a little bit less. Kind of like 6 to 8 inches towards New York City and whatnot. But the heaviest streak seems to be between like northern New Jersey, northeast Pennsylvania, like southern New York State and whatnot. Merry Christmas, Spike. Let's see, I'm hoping we've kind of gotten past the severe season for the South. Yeah. For the most part, it's pretty quiet here. There's really not a whole lot going on anytime soon. I don't even think the models really have anything crazy happening anytime soon. Like, here's the extended range. So first of all, we have this system. This winter storm coming down, from the Great Lakes to the northeast here. But out west, the nasty precip still continues there. A lot of snow in the upper elevations here. Might have something here for the 28th, 29th here, it looks like. Maybe a frontal system. We got some pretty steep pressure gradients going on here, so I'd assume that there's certainly going to be some strong winds involved too. Out there by the Ohio Valley, the Midwest, Great Lakes region. So that's there for the 28th, it looks like. Possibly bringing some cold air too. Here, let me look into that real quickly. Let's bring up our temperatures. We'll do shaded temps. Oh, yeah. Yeah, big cool down, actually. Look at that. Wow. For, let's see here. December. So this is New Year's Eve. Look at those temps out there. This is for the morning of New Year's Eve. That's really cold. Midwest 20s, Ohio Valley 20s, Northeast 20s. Even some spots up in like the western Great Lakes region, like Wisconsin, could see like possibly teens and maybe even lower, which is pretty ridiculous here. That is definitely going to be a little bit chilly. Thankfully, we're not seeing those Canadian temperatures, but they're going to be getting in the negative 20s, which is ridiculous. Way too cold. That's just beyond cold at that point. But yeah, look at that. We got a nice little cold front coming up here for the 28th. We got some good northerly advection here going on. You can see that the temperatures lower to mid 70s towards the Gulf Coast here. Maybe even upper 70s, lower 80s towards like right on the Gulf Coast there. Let me look into this. Here, let's bring you guys back over to this this here. We're going to look into the severe weather because, sometimes with cold fronts like that, you do have a strong enough temperature differential which can actually create some instability. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of instability here. There's a little bit. Here, let me bring up Euro. This is the Cape here. Yeah, so there's some instability that does work through, but it seems to be pretty low amount of fuel. It's not an absurd amount of, fuel or whatnot. It is a pretty high shear environment, though. A nice little lower level jet. Definitely think it could be a good straight line wind or straight line of storms, for winds and stuff like that. Nice little trough there. Look at that. That's our mid-level flow. Very strong jet, though. Very strong jet stream. Let's see here. Dixie, Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. What's up, Mark? Good to see ya. How's Saturday looking for storms? So Saturday, you know, for like thunderstorms and stuff. Well, Saturday, there's not a whole lot going on here. You can actually see here for the Euro model, there's a bit of instability here for Saturday, kind of later Saturday, for the southern plains up like Texas, Oklahoma. GFS, on the other hand, it's good to compare models here. Yeah, GFS looks a lot different. But other than that, looking over here for Saturday, if we hop back over to the Tropical Tidbits view, what day is Saturday? Saturday is the 27th. Okay. So yeah, let's bring this back up to precipitation type. So Saturday the 27th, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a whole lot going on. Except if you're in the upper Rockies here, we could be seeing quite a bit. But it's really not until like the 28th, 29th we get that other system coming through. And then, of course, we do have the one here really starting tomorrow, like for the 26th, up there by the Great Lakes, you know, driving in ice, driving some snow, eventually working into the Northeast here. You know, this could actually be a pretty significant problem, you know, given the ice concerns and stuff like that. You know, you don't want to mess around with ice. I mean, even in little amounts, it's not like snow. You know, if you have a little bit of snow, it's usually not that big of a deal, especially if you're used to driving in it. But yeah, the moment you have like a little bit of ice, I mean, even a tiny amount, it's terrible. It's bad. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Mark. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so we'll definitely keep you guys in the loop here. I do plan on I do actually plan on streaming some more today for you guys here. We'll probably go live again, like I said, later on tonight. So I can give you guys some more updates on this here. I do plan on covering this one here, since it's a pretty good ice concern, you know. See, thanks for the heads up. Good to know there isn't any crazy severe outbreaks. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You're very welcome. But anyways, let's hop back up to the Northeast here for a minute. So like I said, here's the latest HRRR model. Let's do the freezing rain accumulation here. So yeah, HRRR does suggest pretty good amount of ice here, especially for like central western Pennsylvania. I mean, totals range quite a bit, but you know, according to this model, I mean, they could be quite significant here. You know, well over ½ inch, maybe upwards to 3/4 of an inch, according to this model. You have RAP here. RAP suggests still some pockets over ½ inch of ice, which is a lot. And even up there by the Great Lakes region here too, by like Michigan, could certainly see quite a bit here. Yeah, I mean, also HRRR suggesting some pockets, you know, like southeast Michigan, possibly ½ of an inch or so. So we'll keep it close out there for that. Still a little iffy though, you know, with the snowfall accumulation and stuff. Would not be surprised to see that those numbers fluctuate quite a bit over the next little bit. I mean, even though it's in the short range at this point, there still is probably going to be some changes by the time that, you know, the event actually gets here. But I mean, as of now, areas out there by like New York City could see quite a bit of snow. You know, northern New Jersey, southern New York State, northeastern Pennsylvania could really see quite a bit of snow out here. But anyways, if you guys want me to do any zip code forecast, let me know. We'll be here for you guys. I will be more than happy to do that for you. Here, let's hop on back over here. So we do actually have quite a bit of watches in effect already from this storm up there by Pennsylvania, New Jersey here. I think New York City. Let's take a look at what they say here. Yeah, total snow accumulations between 5 and 7 inches possible. This is for New York City. Definitely quite a bit of snow out there. Let's see here. Out by Trenton, New Jersey, between 5 and 7 inches of snow possible. Philadelphia, total snow and sleet accumulations up or between 2 and 5 inches here. Let's see. Pittsburgh's out of it. There's no watches in effect for those areas there. So yeah. We do have some watches in effect. Also, we have quite a bit of winter weather advisories in effect up for Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan here. We do actually have a lot of dense fog advisories. I was actually looking at the satellite this morning. I'll bring it up for you guys. But I was looking at the satellite this morning. You could really see that dense fog they're talking about here. It's actually pretty crazy. Here, let me bring this up for you guys. Yeah, look at this. Look at all that fog. It looks like clouds. But if you play it in motion, you can actually see all that fog out there by, like, you know, Kansas and Nebraska, Missouri. It is quite foggy out there. But yeah, right now our main problem is definitely up here by California. At the current moment, we have a lot of precipitation rolling through, tons and tons of snow falling up here still. And then, like I said, once we work our way into tomorrow, that's when we're going to really start to get that next system rolling through here, you know, with the ice and with the snow and all that stuff here. Here, let me bring up my radar view real quickly. I'll go ahead and show you guys. What we got going on here. Actually, we'll hop over here. Let's see here if it'll actually load or attach itself. I just recently got Windows 11, and it's like, I don't know if I like it. I mean, some things it's okay with, but anyways, let's hop back over here. We'll take a look at the radar out here in California. Yeah, like I said, we have a bit of a snow, a bit of a severe weather threat here too. Upper levels, you can see that transitions into snowfall. So the mountains, like we mentioned, are actually getting like several feet worth of snow. Here, let me show you guys this again. Honestly, ridiculous here. Look at that, 4 to 8 foot of snow with locally higher amounts above 5,500 feet there, and wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. So they're having like ridiculous conditions out here. It's actually pretty wild. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, dude. Kathleen coming in with a $20 Cash App donation. Say a Merry Christmas. Dude, you didn't have to do that, Kathleen. Thank you so much for that. Merry Christmas to you too. Y'all, please give Kathleen a big thank you in the chat. I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you too, Kathleen. You really didn't have to do that, my friend. That means a lot. It really does. Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. That is really, really sweet of you. Really, really sweet. So thank you so much. That is greatly appreciated. Very, very thankful. Definitely didn't have to do that. Yeah, up north in Northern California, the totals are not nearly as much. Snow accumulations of 2 to 10 inches. It seems like a lot of it's for the central upper elevations here. Let's try down south here. It's crazy seeing that amount of snowfall in your forecast. 52 inches. I mean, even that's small compared to some of these middle places here. Let's see, what's this? What a range. What a range. Look at this. Additional snow accumulations between 1 and 50 inches. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a range that great before with such low confidence. Additional snow accumulations between 1 and 50 inches. That is ridiculous, dude. That is absolutely ridiculous. Kath says, thank you, Drew, for all you do. No problem. Thank you once again. Seriously, that's really, really sweet of you, my friend. Definitely didn't need to do that. And like I said, guys, I apologize for not being here much. I have a lot of renovations going on in the house here. Boxing things up and just people in and out all the time. I never able to stream. But we'll we'll be back here whenever they get all that stuff done. I mean, I'll occasionally pop on here like today. I promise you guys I would come here, come on here live for you guys here on Christmas, which we are. I'll probably do another live stream tonight, honestly. But anyways. But yeah, once all that mess is done with, then we'll be back for good. I promise. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, we already do have a set of winter storm watches in effect for Pennsylvania, for majority of Pennsylvania, except for like Pittsburgh area. We do have a lot of winter storm watches in effect. Southern New York State here as well. 3/4 of New Jersey, all the way down towards like let's see here, Washington Township area. That's like kind of pretty much where they cut off here. Beach Haven. So quite a bit there. Yeah, New Jersey's probably going to be getting a pretty good amount of snowfall. And like I said, we can't just, we can't forget about just the snow, or we can't just look at the snow, I should say. We also do have a pretty decent ice concern, from the way it looks here as well. So we definitely got to keep an eye out there for that. And honestly, ice is like one of the more concerning things. Because, I mean, like I said, even a little amount of ice can cause huge problems. Huge problems here. HRRR here suggests that we could see, up here across Michigan, a pretty good amount of ice accumulations here with some of the heaviest pockets in, like, southeastern Michigan. It really ranges. Some of the highest amounts is possibly over 1/2 inch here of freezing rain. That was HRRR. RAP here also kind of shows the same thing, well over 1/2 inch, maybe even some localized amounts upwards of 3/4 inch here. NAM doesn't show as much here, so you can obviously tell there is a bit of uncertainty. GFS, on the other hand, it shows about maybe 2 to 3, maybe upwards of 4/10 inch here. So that's going to trail all the way down from, the Great Lakes into the Northeast. So areas like Michigan, of course, even Wisconsin, like New York State, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, could definitely deal with quite a bit of ice concerns here. Then we hop back to snow. We'll go back to the total 10-to-1 ratio. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised though if these totals drastically change. Because there is a lot of uncertainty here. There is definitely a lot of uncertainty right now. But yeah, out there by New York City, as of now, HRRR kind of suggests upwards of possibly, 8 to 10 inches or so. The official forecast from the National Weather Service, which I would go off of, as of now has it between 5 to 7 inches. So a little bit less here. But anyways, guys, if y'all have any questions, any zip code forecast you want me to do, I will be more than happy to do so for you guys. Let's see here. Daniel, Merry Christmas. You too, dude. How about Massachusetts? Well, Massachusetts, here, let's hop up here really quickly to y'all. Actually, I think we're gonna hop over here to this one. So Massachusetts, according to HRRR, you can see a lot of the snow pretty much goes south of Massachusetts here. We could have a couple of inches here along like western Massachusetts here, but that's one model, of course. You have the RAP model, doesn't really suggest much. NAM, not really a whole lot here. GFS. Yeah, most of it's going to be south of Massachusetts. Y'all probably ain't going to be seeing a whole lot of this one here. Now, freezing rain and stuff. Yeah, so a lot of that's going to be further south than that. So you should be in not super crazy conditions, per se. You could get a little bit. I mean, it wouldn't be anything, crazy or anything like that. I think a lot of that's going to be mostly south of you. With the freezing rain out there by like more of central Pennsylvania, like western New York State, And then some of the snow accumulations a little bit further north, more towards like western Massachusetts with a couple of inches possible. Connecticut's, I wouldn't say an absurd amount, but good like 3 to 5 inches according to HRR here. Then of course, the heaviest streak up there by like northern New Jersey, New York City, northeast Pennsylvania, and like southern New York State here. Daniel says thank you. Yeah, no problem, dude. I got you. But yeah, guys, if y'all have any questions or anything, let's see. Eastern Massachusetts looks good. Yeah, you guys would be that scared me to death, dude. I don't know if you guys seen that, but Cosmo, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I have my audio like all the way up, and I got that alert sound, and it scared me half to death. You guys couldn't hear it because I have the thing muted. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Cosmo says finally a good storm for New York City. Oh yeah. It as of now it looks pretty good for you guys. Absolutely. If we hop back to, let's see here. My mouse is a little glitchy. I think I need to get me a new mouse here soon. It's been messing up a lot lately, unfortunately. But yeah, out there by like New York City, I mean, as of now, the Weather Service has about 5 to 7 inches possible as of right now. The ice should be south of New York City. Yeah, so I mean, there could be maybe trace amounts here, but not anything to cause any ice problems. Now you got to remember, not only getting a bunch of this ice is a problem for driving, but it could also cause like widespread power outages and stuff. Because ice is very heavy and it clings onto things like power lines and branches, and the sheer weight of it can bring those power lines down and some trees and stuff like that. So you got to look out for that too. What's up, Free? Thank you. Good to see ya. Saying, hey, Andrew, what's the temperatures going to be for Georgia in the next coming days here? Yeah, so they're going to get pretty cold, especially New Year's Eve. We're going to see some really, really cold temps here. Let's bring up GFS. We'll pop to surface temperature. Okay, let's hop to the southeast real quick. We'll change it up here. So here's Georgia. Can you guys see? Oh, you guys can't really see the timing here. Let me zoom out maybe a little bit. No. Well, that didn't work. I'll just tell you what time it is or what day it is and stuff. Anyway, so we work our way down in time. So we get in the upper 70s here. This is Saturday evening or Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening here. So pretty warm, but it won't last for long. You can see this cold front come through here. I mean, look at it. Really going to be cooling things down here. For Georgia specifically, the cold front's going to hit on Monday. And it seems like some of the coldest temperatures are going to be here for the morning. Yeah, the morning of New Year's Eve. Likely even breaking freezing out there by like possibly near Atlanta and whatnot. So could be quite cold. But up north, it's going to be even more cold. Like really cold. Like way too cold. Here, let me bring you guys over here to this model. Same model, just different page. I can show you guys everything at once. There you go. So here's the temperatures again. You can see all that cold air, that cool and dry air coming down from up north. Like I said, we're gonna have some pretty good northerly air advection too. A lot of warm air building in from the Gulf, because these cold fronts here, these low pressure systems, they spin counterclockwise, and they're kind of mixing up the atmosphere. So they're bringing down cold air from up north where it gets less sunlight, more cooler. You get a lot more of that cold air coming down because of the counterclockwise spiral. So it brings down colder air and also brings up warmer air. So it kind of mixes it. And then you have your cold front here, separating the two air masses essentially. But yeah, I mean, temps are going to get really cold. And like I said, especially pretty much the morning before New Year's Eve. Also, New Year's Eve will be pretty pretty cold as well. More like the morning of the 30th seems to be like the coldest morning of them all. Remember, these are actual temperatures, by the way. These aren't feel like temps. These are real temperatures. I mean, the wind chill is going to be even colder. But yeah, the Midwest here. I mean, we're talking like lower 20s. Same thing for the Ohio Valley, Northeast. Even the Western Great Lakes could be down in. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's impossible for single digits in some areas here. I mean, it's gonna be cold, cold. Upper elevations there. I mean, obviously, you go higher up in the atmosphere, the air's thinner, a bit cooler. So a lot of the Rockies are going to be pretty darn cold, but I don't think many people live up in these top peaks here. So, let's see here. Cherokee, I got you, my friend. Free thinking says thank you. Yeah, no problem. I got you. No problem at all. Here, let's hop back over here, y'all. All right, let's see here. So, Cherokee, you, my friend. First of all, we got a fog advisory going on right now. We actually just looked at it. There's a lot of fog out there. Some really dense stuff going on. So, that's a current thing going on for you. I don't think you guys are going to be really in for a whole lot anytime soon. Temperature-wise, I mean, it'll probably get pretty darn cold here with this cool down. I mean, yeah, you'll probably get some pretty frigid temperatures. Maybe lower 20s according to GFS here. Here, Euro. Good to compare models. You guys know me. I don't like to look at just one like some people do. It's just not very good. I wonder why it's not loading. Here, let me refresh the page here. That sometimes helps. Let's bring this back up here. Euro. Central Plains. Temperature. Here we go. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Euro is way more aggressive with those temps. Euro shows like lower teens. GFS shows like lower 20s. Wait a minute. Dude. Euro is like extremely aggressive here. Actually shows those temperatures getting down into the negative 10s for like North Dakota. That's there for Monday morning. Whoa. Yeah, that's quite the difference between the two models. But other than that, I mean, like snowfall and stuff like that for your area, yeah, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of anything going on. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you. Hey, Andy, Merry Christmas. You too. Hope all is well, and to everyone else also. Well, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. You too, man. What's up, Anna? Good to see ya. Say Merry Christmas, Andrew. It was 80 in Houston yesterday. Goodness, it was like 80-something here, too. Oh, my goodness. Soul Eater, thank you so much for the 20, dude. That is greatly appreciated. Saying, hello, Andrew. Hope you're doing well, brother. Could you show me a snow forecast for Morrisville, Pennsylvania? Yes, dude, I got you. Thank you, man. That is really nice of you, dude. Y'all in chat, please give them a big thank you. I really appreciate it. Soul Eater, thank you, dude. That is greatly appreciated, man. All right, so you said Pennsylvania, right? So Morrisville, Pennsylvania. All right, here we go, man. So you are actually under a winter storm watch here from the Weather Service. So as of right now, total snow and sleet accumulations are between 2 and 5 inches, is what the Weather Service has. So you being out there, so you're kind of right between Pennsylvania and New Jersey here. So if I was to bring up the individual models for you, and by the way, if there's anything specifically you want me to look at, just let me know, okay? But Euro, this is total snow accumulation here. Euro suggests, I mean, pretty much 3 to 6, local higher amounts possible. GFS, on the other hand, has that gradient a little bit further north, but still, good 3 or so inches. HRRR here, let's see here. HRRR does show actually a pretty good amount, actually a little bit more, towards some of those areas there. Possibly a good 5, 6, maybe 7 inches of snowfall. But right now, I'd go off of what the Weather Service says. Actually, you know what? They're starting to roll through with some warnings now. Look at that. Those weren't there just a minute ago when we started the stream. Goodness. Let's see. Yep, so those are starting to transition into warnings here. But yeah, no, out here, I mean, right now I'd go off of the 2 to 5, what the Weather Service has. But once again, dude, thank you so much for the 20, man. That's really sweet of you. Really appreciate that. Is sleet less concerning than freezing rain? They're both bad. They're both bad. I mean, sleet obviously can still make surfaces very slick. Freezing rain tends to stick to things more. Like sleet is just little ice pellets, right? But as they accumulate, they do create this sheet of ice. But freezing rain, it literally, when it falls on something, it sticks to it as a raindrop, and then the cold temperatures freeze it. So it falls like rain. Freezing rain is literally rain that freezes after it makes contact with the ground, and after being exposed to the freezing temperatures on the surface. So, in my opinion, freezing rain is a lot worse. But like I mentioned, sleet could also be a huge problem. Because still, the accumulating sleet does create this like sheet of ice as well. So they're both bad. They're both really bad. But in my opinion, freezing rain is worse. But anyways, dude, HRRR shows quite a bit here, but that's, yeah, we're not getting that amount of snowfall. This is, we should go off the 10-to-1 ratio here. 10-to-1 is the one we should go off of for this event here. But yeah, I mean, New York City, dude, we could be seeing quite a bit, 8 to 10, according to HRRR. I think, what did I say they had? New York City, between 5 and 7 inches. So yeah, New York City will actually be getting a pretty good amount of snowfall with this one. But anyways, folks, if y'all have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm probably going to head off here soon because I got to go spend some time with the fam. So, but yeah, I just wanted to hop on here for a little bit with you guys. Just do a quick little update. Like I said, I'll probably come back on later tonight. I do plan on it to give you guys another update whenever we get new model runs and stuff like that. So I am going to try my hardest to be very persistent on this event here, because I mean, ice is a huge concern. Even a little bit of ice can cause significant problems. So we're gonna need to really look out for that. I mean, like I said, here's freezing rain accumulations here. I mean, it's pretty big here. Pretty big. HRRR does show some pockets, well over 1/2 of an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch or more. And I mean, it's pretty consistent from some of the models too. Like here's a wrap showing, a good 1/2 of an inch up there by like, eastern Michigan, possibly over 1/2 of an inch for like west central Pennsylvania here as well. So, let's see here. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Texas. 81 degrees yesterday. Very warm, huh? Very, very warm. But you as well, my friend. Soul Eater says I want it to snow. Yeah, me too. But me being in Florida doesn't really help. Central Florida, where I'm at, we don't ever get snow. Let's see here. XXM says, Merry Christmas. I'm ready for round 2 of snow. Yeah, you too, dude. Enjoy your snow. Enjoy your snow. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty good one. A pretty good event for not just snow, but also for like freezing rain and stuff like that. So it's gonna have a number of concerns. So we'll definitely keep you guys in the loop here. I will definitely keep you all up to date with this one here. But yeah, I mean, look at it. It's just quite a mess, dude. Really a mess. Oh, by the way, timing-wise, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering when this is all going to happen. So the event really starts to pop off here for pretty much tomorrow morning. And it's going to start up there towards the Great Lakes here. So let's hop over here real quick. So tomorrow morning, like late tonight, going into tomorrow morning, you can see a lot of ice starts to pick up here. And of course the blues, the snow, this color shade here, like this reddish color is sleet. And then the purple stuff is freezing rain. So that'll all pick up. And of course that'll go through the 26th. and then ultimately end up here by the Mid-Atlantic Northeast for the 27th. Pretty much a late 26th going into the 27th here. It should be out by sunrise on the 27th, though. So it'll be mostly the 26th for the most part. Oh, yeah. Yeah, both are a big problem. You know, snow, sleet, freezing rain, all of them are a huge issue and can cause significant tribal disruptions, which, you know, we're definitely likely going to be seeing here with this event here, especially with the ice and stuff like that. So got to look out for that. But all right, everybody. Well, I'm probably going to roll off here for now. Just wanted to hop on for a little bit, and but hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. Once again, we'll try to come back live here again later today. If I do, it'll probably be sometime right around 8 p.m. Eastern or so. I'm not going to commit fully to the time, but just look out for me right around then. I'll probably hop on once again, just to give you guys another update on this here, just to let you all know what's going on here. But if y'all did enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. It would be greatly appreciated. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for all the support and stuff like that. So thank you all. Soul Eater, thank you so much for the 20, dude. Once again, I really appreciate it. Same thing for Kathleen as well. You know, both of you guys, just thank you all so much for the support. Greatly appreciated. You know, helps out a lot. So I really appreciate that, my friends. You guys are awesome. So thank you very much here. But all right, everybody. Well, thank you all once again. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you guys later on here for tonight. And once again, Merry Christmas to you guys. We'll see y'all later on. Peace out, my friends. See ya later on.